The New Orleans Saints gave quarterback Jameis Winston a 2-year, $28 million contract. That is $21 million guaranteed. He's coming off of a torn ACL. I thought he actually played pretty well until he hurt his knee last year. Like, I don't know. Jameis Winston has potential here. I'm like, okay, I like it. It could be worse, could be better. I see Jameis Winston having a career similar to Ryan Tannehill, actually, where Ryan Tannehill was drafted by Miami to be their franchise quarterback. It didn't work out. He got traded and moved to, I think he signed however, Ryan Tannehill ended up in Tennessee, whether it was a free agent signing or a trade, I don't remember. He ended up in Tennessee and became their starting quarterback a little bit later in his career and has been solid. I think Jameis Winston is the same thing. Drafted by Tampa, didn't work out there, ends up in New Orleans, becomes later in his career a starting quarterback there, and I think he's fine. I don't think he's amazing. I think he's better than people give him credit for. He's had bad moments in his career, but he's getting better, and you kind of forget that quarterbacks aren't stagnant, right? Like, you can get better as your career goes on. And what happened here is that the Saints didn't get Deshaun Watson. Then the Matt Ryan move happened, and Marcus Mariota went to Atlanta, and New Orleans realized, like, no more screwing around. We have to figure out our quarterback solution right now. We have to get a quarterback for next year. Jameis is solid, probably the best option out there. I think, really, the Saints are the second best team in the NFC South. I mean, it's Tampa, then New Orleans, and then whatever's going to happen between the terrible teams in Atlanta and Carolina. So I like New Orleans. They got a good defense. They run the ball well. They got a good offensive line. Running back, Alvin Kamara is a stud. I actually don't think New Orleans is in a terrible position here. And to only pay your quarterback $14 million a year, pretty good deal. So I got an open mind here. I really think that here's the thing. Like, these three moves in recent days, Matt Ryan to Indy, Marcus Mariota to the Falcons, Jameis to New Orleans, these aren't moves that make me go, wow, starting quarterbacks, superstars, long-term plan. Like, these are guys who are fine, who are better than they could be, and they're duct tape quarterbacks, right? Like, we'll see what happens. We'll see if Jameis Winston, how long he lasts there. But I think for now it's a solid deal. And I think the question is, do New Orleans, are they going to draft a quarterback this year? Are they going to draft a Sam Howell, a Matt Corral, a guy late in the first round or in the second round, something like that? I don't know that they do. I don't know that anyone they can get in the first couple rounds of the draft is actually better than Jameis Winston. I think New Orleans' best bet is just to keep building their team around Jameis, and you figure out your quarterback position later if Jameis doesn't work out. But how old is Jameis Winston? Let me figure this out, because that's important to this conversation, because I think he's fine, and I think he's actually got a future. Jameis Winston age, he's probably, I'm gonna guess, yeah, he's 28 years old. When is his birthday, though? He's 28, birthday in January. So, yeah, he's a 28-year-old quarterback, the right side of 30, and, like, got years left of his career. He's got a huge arm. I think Jameis is the guy in New Orleans for a while. And they gave him a 2-year contract. It's not like they're all in, but they're willing to see what he can do. And I think he's fine for a while, and I don't think they draft a quarterback. I don't think they should draft a quarterback. I think you keep building around Jameis, draft players you need on your team. You need some receivers. You need some other stuff on your roster. And I really think the Saints should commit to Jameis Winston. Give him this year. See how it goes. And then if it goes as well as I think it will, where they're second in their division, they're solid, they're competing. They may not make the playoffs, but that if they're close and they're fine, I think you stick with Jameis and keep building your roster around him. And that's my take on the Saints quarterback situation.